Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I hope all is well with you. Today we're doing another story time. But before we get into it, please take this time to like and subscribe to this channel. It's a free way to support. Push that notification bell so you're notified whenever I drop a video. And know that all things are alleged, in my opinion. We're just doing this for commentary purposes. We're trying to give our 2 cents on these here story times, okay? So don't nobody hate and go reporting people. No, sir. Not that any of y'all do that, because I don't believe y'all do that. So before I told you guys, I did that last story time with one point of view of the situations that happened in Cartagena, Colombia. So we're gonna come in with a second perspective or a second point of view, and we're gonna talk about it. That's what we're here for, okay? So without further ado, let me add this young lady to the stage and we're going to go ahead and get into it.
Okay, y'all. So I am not a TikTok bitch. I'm not an influencer. I don't have no big following page. I'm just trying to spread awareness and get.
First off, the fact that she said I'm not a TikTok bitch, like what? That's a thing? Child, I digress.
people to understand like what happened because like even for us, this shit just feels like now that we're back home, this shit feels so surreal that we're literally 24 hours later back because this shit does not happen. Like people do not get a chance to call their parents. Anyway, this is going to be a story about how we almost got kidnapped in Cartagena, Colombia, the first day there. So boom, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back in the story and tell y'all like every single sign that we had that should have told us not to even go. But like we're just gonna talk about the night. So my friend Janae and Lex, they're both TikTok famous, but Janae has a friend that was in Cartagena with us, like not with us, but she just happened to come on the same week as us because it's spring break. So she invited us to this bus party, like this bus tour, and she picked us up from a resort because she had a private driver, like she had her own driver, and she knew him. They was contacting each other like before the trip even happened, so she felt comfortable with him coming to get us as well, because although we were staying at a resort and we could have got a taxi or a cab with them, it just made sense since we're all going together that boom, we're just gonna ride together. So they come pick us up. We're in the party bus. The It's not even a party bus. Like yes, there's music playing, but it wasn't like we were getting drunk. Let that be very known. We were not getting drunk. Yes, we might have been drinking, but it was a snoring off, like a 2% alcohol beverage. Like it was nothing. Um,
I'm assuming she means like a Smirnoff. I'm assuming just because they're in a different country. I don't know if Smirnoff is a thing. But like she said, they weren't drinking like that. And like I said in the other video, I think that driver was banking on the fact that they were drunk. Even if it wasn't to kidnap them, to do some other lucidious things. Is it lucidious? Lucidious. One of them damn words. um because I mean we hear it all the time with these Uber drivers and stuff like that. They pull over and then they assault, actually their passengers and stuff like that, or grape them and stuff. So it's not far fetched that that may have been what he was trying to do too, if it wasn't kidnap. But I mean, kidnap seems the way. Listen, all I'll say is trafficking is real.
I don't know. I'm
Oh,
just such a. Okay, y'all.
I
So
hate that
I
it
am not
did that.
and get people to understand like what happened because like even for us real that we're literally 24 hours later back because this shit does not happen about how we almost got kidnapped in Cartagena, Colombia, the first day there. So boom, I'm gonna go back in the story and tell y'all like every single sign that we had that should have told us not to even go. But like we're just gonna talk about the night. So my friend Janae and Lex, they're both TikTok famous, but Janae has a friend that was in Cartagena with us, like not with us, but she just happened to come on the same week as us because it's spring break. So she invited us to this bus party, like this bus tour, and she picked us up from a resort because she had a private driver, like she had her own driver, and she knew him. They was contacting each other like before the trip even happened. So she felt comfortable with him coming to get us as well. Because although we were staying at a resort and we could have got a taxi or a cab with them, it just made sense since we're all going together that boom, we're just gonna ride together. So they come pick us up. We're in the party bus. The It's not even a party bus. Like, yes, there's music playing, but it wasn't like we were getting drunk. Let that be very known. We were not getting drunk. Yes, we might have been drinking, but it was a snoring off, like a 2% alcohol beverage. Like, it was nothing. Um. So after the party bus, after the bus tour, mind you, we went around the city 2 times, and the whole time we were going around the city, people kept stopping. That we made stops, and you were able to get like drinks, and you were like they were passing out beer, and we made a pit stop to pee. Y'all, we had to pay to piss, but like that's besides the point. So we after the bus tour was done, they had stopped at a club. We didn't go inside the club. We went to the restaurant next to it because all we were kept talking about was being hungry because the resort food was not good. We really haven't ate. Like I said, I'm gonna go in the backstory and tell y'all like how the experience was getting there because that will explain to y'all like why we were so determined on getting something to eat. We had kind of made a list of places to go. Like I said, I don't be on TikTok, but I had looked up on TikTok Cartagena Black Girl restaurants, like things for us to do while we're out there. Be prepared. Like, you don't want to just go to a country and not know not a fuck thing, and you just looking shit up and doing it. So we did things the right way, and we went to the restaurant that we had looked up. Like, I can tell y'all the place. If y'all look it up, there's so many black people going to that restaurant. We went to the restaurant. The man gave us the menu on the drink menu side, and then he flipped it. All we ordered was food. All we drank was water. We were not drunk. We were sober. We were alert. And like, y'all, like what's the word? What's the word when it's like we were talking about what was happening?
Foreshadowing.
The foreshadowing that we was doing. Like, we was talking about a whole different event, and I'm the one that said, if my friends are ever in danger, it don't matter, like, boy, girl, woman, man, anything. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. If y'all do anything towards my friends, I'm on defense mode. Like, we had a circumstance where I literally was protecting my friend with my fist. Like, I do whatever I gotta do for the people that I love. So we talked about that, and we went home. Like, we were going home. We saw a taxi, and he said $50, but he was super super eager, y'all, like super 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 eager. He was so eager for us to go, so we was like, nah. Like, first of all, the $50 was a red flag because it was only a 23-minute drive, but again, it was like 1 o'clock. So I guess when we went to the second driver, the driver that we picked him, y'all. We picked him. The driver that we picked, um he told us $50 too. We looking like, okay, y'all, this might be like how much we gotta pay. We just gotta pay. We want to go home. We want to go home, be safe. So we just did it, right? Boom. Janae in the passenger seat. I'm in the back seat behind the driver, and Lex is next to me in the back seat behind Janae, kind of diagonal to the taxi driver. Okay, part two coming soon. So we in the car. I put the GPS on my phone. I put the GPS on my phone simply because like I said, we always go on vacation, and I just like to know where I'm going and how long it's gonna take. Like, it's not even about being safe. It's like how long we got till we can go home. You feel me? So I always put the GPS in my phone, and my phone was working the best. So I had it in my phone. I could see him like changing the directions. Like, he would miss the 100 foot. Like, if we was going like 100 feet to the right, and he would just keep going. He would just keep going, and I'm like, okay, this is city, so he know where he going. Maybe it's a shortcut. Mind y'all, he didn't even put the GPS in his phone. So I'm just thinking, because he's a taxi cab driver and we're at a resort and it's a nice resort, maybe he's done this so many times that he doesn't even need the directions. So I have the directions to my phone. My eyes got so heavy because I'm gonna give y'all a backstory on how we even got there and like how there were so many signs for us not to go. But my eyes were so heavy. I only slept like 6 hours that whole trip. So my eyes were getting so heavy, and I told Janae, like, put it on your phone, put the GPS on your phone. I still had the GPS on my phone because, like I said, Lex is sitting by me, so I want her to still be able to see it. That's why the phone was in my lap. So my eyes doze off, and I'm asleep. Y'all, I promise y'all, I was like this, like this. Lex called my name and said, Maya, you trying to kidnap us? Immediately, I woke up. But before all that, because I'm asleep, I don't know what everything is going on. But Basically, he was going down a speed bump. And when he's slowing down during a speed bump, he pressed the gear, moved the gear, turned around, snatched their phones out their hand. Immediately when he snatched them phones, Lex started beating him. Started beating the fuck out of him. She's like, nigga, what did she say? She was like, bitch ass nigga, like, bitch ass nigga. And Janae immediately started following that. When Lex started punching him, like the first couple punches, she said, Maya, you trying to kidnap us. Y'all, I woke out of my sleep to find out my friends were getting attacked. I just told y'all in the other video I don't play by my friends. I woke up, no questions being said. I'm not confused. I'm not like, I immediately started swinging on this man. So Janae hitting him. Think about this, but backwards, right? So Janae hitting him on this side. I'm hitting him on this side. Lex is punching him on this side. We are punching this fool. Like, all I know is how to fight. I don't know how to like squeeze and bite and do that. I'm just fighting like this is a bitch that just fucked my nigga. I'm so that you're trying to take my life, my friend's life. We got kids at home, families at home. I'm not playing that. So we just start punching. At this point, part three. I'm sorry. So we in the car. I put the GPS on my phone. I put the GPS on my phone simply because we, like I said, we always. So like I said, immediately when I woke up, I started punching him. I started punching the fuck out of him. He could not take that. He did not understand that what was happening. So he got off the car and got on Janae's side. When he got on Janae's side, he chest kicked her. All right. After he got on Janae's side, he came to my side. Me and this nigga is playing tug of war with the door, Like he's trying to get me. This nigga hit me dead in my face. Like I have a filter on this. It's so bad. On the other video, you can see I have a cut somewhere right here. This nigga punched me. When he couldn't get to me, Lex was when I say thank you God for Lex, even Janae, thank you God for the people that was with me. But Lex was being so vocal and telling us what we needed to do, but like we knew what we needed to do, but like we was on a mission. Like now that it's being said out loud, okay, boom. So then Janae get in the front seat, she in the driver's seat. It's a stick shift.
That's very important. Like she said, it's one thing to kind of all have the same idea in the sense of like we trying to get to our hotel room, but when you're in the midst of a situation, there's some people who fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know which one they're gonna take. You don't know whether they're gonna take off, whether they're gonna freeze, whether they or actually fight, flight, or freeze. So you don't know if they're gonna freeze. You don't know whether they're gonna fight. So her kind of narrating, like, all right, y'all, we gotta stick together. He's coming around. Now you got the next person got a heads up that he might, because they might be so, frantic or panicking that they're not paying attention to the fact that he's coming around the car to come get to the next person. But she's vocal and she's like, hey, heads up, he's coming around. And oh, grab the door. He's, just narrating the situation or whatever and helping everyone kind of be in one accord, in unison. That's important. Like she said, thank God for the people she went with. Because, like I said in the last video, there's people you go out with that you realize then, or go through something and you then realize that they're not your friends because they be ready to leave you. You be like, damn, Gina, you ain't had to do me like that. Like, I thought we was at least semi cool. You gonna leave me in this jacked up situation? Like, no questions. But, um, yeah, that stuff it is important who you with, because it could have definitely turned out different if you were with the wrong group of people.
It's a stick shift. So we can't drive it. He go on Lex side. That's when he chest kicked Lex. He hit Lex in the back of his in the back of her in the back of her head. He drug her by her wig, took her out the car. But y'all, like I said, this is not happening to us. I dragged Lex so motherfucking hard back in that goddamn car because you're not leaving without us. I pulled him in. So when that happened, like I said, my phone is on my lap. I don't know when it got off my lap, but I pulled her back in. I dragged him in the car with us. He's hitting us. Y'all, when he swung and hit me in my throat, I thought this nigga had a knife. I thought he had.
That's another thing I meant to mention. The fact that he was actually assaulting them, like, this went from, okay, you trying to kidnap, which, not knocking that, not saying that that's not that bad, but once you start putting your hands and feet on people, you have some very bad intentions. So, like she said, he chest kicked one of the ladies. Like, are you serious? Do that to the wrong person, that could stop their heart. And that could be a DOA situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? Crazy, but I'm telling you, some of these people, you just don't know who you're running into. So yeah, the fact that he was like actually physically assaulting them, kicking them in their chest, punching them, she got a scar behind this. You don't expect this stuff when you go on vacation. This isn't the stuff you plan on coming back to talk about when you go on vacation. You come back thinking you gonna be like, oh, we was lit. We was on the beach, da 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 da. Like, those are the stories you want to tell, not, yeah, I almost got kidnapped. You see the other lady still traumatized behind it.
He had a knife to my fucking throat. I thought this nigga
Damn,
stabbed me in my
that's
throat. I thought
crazy.
it was like it was over, but y'all, I'm still swinging. Like I'm going like this because Lex is like right here, and he's trying to pull Lex. I'm swinging. I'm swinging. I'm swinging. He realized that wasn't gonna work. He got back to Janae. He came back to me. Y'all, this nigga was that shit is undescribable. I like when I tell y'all the pieces is still coming together because even watching my friends' videos and watching this video, it's like, oh my god, I did pull you. Oh my god, like I was punching him. Like oh my god, we really got chest kicked. We really had to run off the car. I know for sure Janae was trying to drive the stick shift, but like even Lex said when we first got in the car, like I wish I knew how to drive a stick shift. We do not know how to drive stick shifts. That's not something we know how to do. All I know, y'all, is that this nigga attacked my friend from the back seat. He had been looking at her the whole ride there, and I didn't know because I was asleep. And let me tell y'all, I would never sleep in a car again. But I know it was not my fault. Like that, nobody is blaming nobody because we got out of the situation, and that was nothing but God. Like I said, he came to both direct. He came from every single direction twice. He came from his side. He had their phones. I don't know where my phone was at when I got out the car because we had told each other like, hold on, part. This is gonna be the outside part, y'all, because we not even done. It's not even close to being done. Let me just add on the video. Janae was punching. I was punching. Lex did the biggest motherfucking one. That hoe is scratching, grabbing his balls. We put our fingers in his booty hole. We
What?
was doing anything to get him. I'm doing like anything you can.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ma'am. Now she said Lex was doing her biggest one, right? She's like, she's scratching, scratching. I get it. Grabbing them by the, you know what, the cojones. And then she said, they was, I don't even want to repeat it. We just gonna play it back because I'm still, my jaw is on the ground right now. My jaw has hit the floor.
To get him. I'm doing like anything you could think of, and that's why I really don't appreciate y'all coming in like the comments asking like why like we could have did this or we should have did this or I shouldn't have been
It's
asleep
always
or
gonna be
why y'all
idiots.
ain't wake her up or y'all this and that. Y'all, we made it out.
Hmm.
And we made it out because the idea of what we had going on is we not leaving one or the other.
Okay,
Like why like we could have did this you could think of, and that's why I really don't appreciate y'all coming in this booty hole scratching
here we go.
that hoe is grabbing his balls. We put our fingers in his booty hole.
They
We
was
was
real.
doing anything to get him. I'm doing like anything you could think of, and that's why I
Yo,
really don't appreciate y'all coming in like the comments asking like why like we could have did this or we should have did this or I shouldn't have been asleep
they
or
was
why y'all
wilding.
ain't wake her up or y'all this and that. Y'all, we made it out. And
Right.
we made it out because the idea of what we had going on is we not leaving one or the other. One or the
That's
other not
what's
going.
up.
Like it ain't you either gonna take all three of us because all three of us staying. Like if I gotta get hoes down by the end of the night, I'm gonna be holding these hoes hands by the end. You know, I'm not letting go. I refuse to come back to Houston and tell Miss Emma or Kyrie, that they don't have their daughter or mama. You feel me? So we was so big on like making sure we got each other right. So he tried to drag me out the car a couple times. He done dragged Lex out the car a couple times. He done tried to get Janae. And I don't know how, but we got off the car. We got out the car. We just start running. We start taking off. But y'all, what's so crazy is when I was getting out the car, I could hear my phone or I have an Apple Watch as well. And it started making like that emergency noise, you know, like that. I don't know how to explain it, y'all. I heard it. So I thought I had it. We're running though. Like we ain't got no choice. We don't got no shoes on. We have no shoes on. Running barefoot. Like I said, y'all, I was asleep before this happened. I don't see my phone and see that we was 5 minutes away or however far we was. I'm thinking we 8 hours away. I'm thinking we in Bolivia. Y'all, I can't even say Cartagena. So y'all know I'm thinking we in what I don't even know the cities in the country. Like I do not know y'all. So I'm just praying to God. Like y'all, I was praying to my daddy. No, if y'all don't know, my daddy passed away. So I'm praying to my daddy, like, oh my God, please, this cannot be the end. Like, this cannot be the end. Like, please don't let this be the end. Like, I don't care how bad I want to see you. I don't care how bad I be speaking on. I just cannot. This cannot be the end. Like, we gotta make sure. Let's get home to her son. We gotta make sure Janae go back to Minnie. Like, we got families, we got parents, we got mamas and dads. Like, no way. You know what I'm saying? So we start running. We start running, y'all. This man then got back in the car, started driving, stopped. That's when we panicked. We panicked bad as fuck, but we still running. Panicking. He gonna get out the car and pick up the pieces. Cause like I said, we are grabbing, we are playing tug of war with our lives. We are fighting for our lives. Janae done took off the interior, the middle of his shit is fucked up because we've been hitting him, knocking him, doing all types of shit.
Good.
He's getting all that. Sassy ass nigga gonna throw Lex wig out the window and then drive off. But because we're running, I'm still looking back because I'm looking like this nigga better not turn back around and stop and hit us. Like even though we just got out of this situation, we still got a whole bunch of obstacles to get from because
Facts.
I don't know where we're at. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning at this point. We've been fighting for at least 10 minutes. And we've been fighting for at least 10 minutes. He done came on every side of the door. He came back on his side of the door. He done got in the car again. Like it, y'all, we was like, it's crazy. Let me just add on the video. Janae was punching. Okay, let me also add that Janae jumped on the car to get our phone. So he's driving. Janae has her hands on the on the passenger side in the front, trying to get our phones. He's probably going 30 miles per hour and stops, trying to brake check her. In my mind, I'm running behind my friend because in my head, if she's getting back in the car, we're all getting back in the car. So let me just go ahead and keep up. Like, let's keep this shit, right and tight, right? Anyway, that did not work. So we're just running. While we're running, y'all, I won't even say 500 feet away. It was 3 motorcycles waiting on us. 3 motorcycles waiting on us. We started screaming help. Janae know how to speak a little Spanish, so she was saying it in Spanish. We screaming. They don't have no shoes on. We just running, and we just asking for, like, we just looking for help. But we saw this white man. What's the people that be living in them houses, them little smaller houses? They was in the 8 Mile movie with Eminem, with the house that Eminem and his mama used to live in. A trailer. He was in a trailer with his flashlight talking about okay, like asking if we was okay, but like we don't know who's in on this. Like this just happened to us 30 seconds ago. So us seeing the motorcycles, y'all, why Lex go hide behind this thin ass pole, booty about big as hell. Who think you can't hide not a fuck thing from that nigga? 3 motorcycles waiting on us. A white man and a flashlight by a trailer. We running to the next resort because, like I said, y'all, I was just asleep 10 minutes ago.
That's crazy.
10 minutes ago, my eyes was closed. I have no idea what was on my phone. I have no idea how far we are. I'm just following along and going with the, like, there's no questions being asked right now. We're just fighting for our life. So I had no idea that we was 5 minutes from the resort. But this is 5 minutes driving. This is not 5 minutes walking. We're also in the dark. Our resort is in the cut. We running. We see a hotel. We see a resort. We thinking because at our resort they speak English because it's tourists, they gonna speak English. But we're not with the at the resort. We're at the security to get in the resort. Biggest language barrier that you can motherfucking imagine. We were talking to these people in Google Translate. Mind you, we are freaking out. We can barely breathe. Like I am everybody is panicking. Cause this did not just happen. We talking to them. Mid combo, this nigga start chuckling. Chuckling, y'all, laughing. I'm in this whole like the girl from Bad Girls Club. Why are you laughing at me? I had
For
to ask
real.
them like, what is so funny? Like, what is funny? Like, and that's when Lex came up with this like, are y'all in on this? Like, is y'all trying to get us too? Because we don't trust nobody. We don't know who to go to. We don't know what
Right.
to do, who to speak to, where to like. Y'all, it's crazy. So I get this idea to go through the gate. The gate is closed, but if I push it both ways, my little ass can maybe get through it. All I hear is Lex say, Maya, I got something to go to. Chill. Because if I run through this, I'm trespassing. These niggas gonna shoot me in my back. I'm trying to go to the resort and get a phone and talk to somebody in English, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna make it. I'm knowing they'll follow me because that's what we've been doing this whole time. There's no talking for real. But I knew they would follow me, but it's like, no, fuck that. So we keep talking to them. Keep talking to them. They're trying to talk to our resort and they're calling the resort on a walkie, like asking like do we live there? Like they asking us our resort, our names, our room number, and we didn't want to give them no room number. Why would I give you my room number? Like y'all finna take us. Like, oh my God, what the fuck? Why do you need that? You do not need that. And we're telling you we no shoes, no wig. Like what the like come on, look at my face. You can tell we just got into something. So
Yeah, you always got to be cautious when people be asking information like that, like what's your room number? Because in the back of my mind, my thought process is they might let me go, but they gonna come back for me.
they asking for the room number. Janae told them 443. We really was in 442. But at the end of the day, we realized we're not even gonna be here by the end of this night. So let's just tell them the room number. So we got that clear. They finally came. So they finally called a resort. They talked to the resort. They had asked us about another bitch because when we had lied and said we were staying in 443, they was like, who is this and that? And that wasn't us, obviously. So then we told them the real room number because we realized we was not going to stay there not a minute longer. Like, as soon as we can get the fuck out of Colombia, we got the fuck out of Colombia. That's why we was back 24 hours. And it's unbelievable. Unfucking believable. So we see this van come. Silver van, unbranded, no name on it. We like, oh my God, y'all, like this could be just as bad. And it doesn't make it no worse. Like the van was right there. As the van is parking, we see another van that's branded with the name of the resort we're at. So we're like, oh my God, is it passing us up? Should we get in this van? Then they talking about we need to get in the back. Legs pull me. I'm getting in the front. I'm getting in the front. They in the two. They sit on this too, and we got the security man that we just talked to for the last like 20 minutes in the middle. We not playing because even when the man came and picked us up, I'm asking him for his ID. I'm asking for his information. I don't care about no name tag because you could have got it out for that party city. I don't know. I don't know. But cousin or the cousin, y'all could all be getting. Y'all could all be doing this to us. We don't know. We don't trust nobody. We just literally just almost got our life taken and fought for our life, and we barely got out of it. So of course we're not trying to go back in the situation. So we get in the van. We got our windows down. The Lex and Janae got their windows down. I got my window down, and I keep pressing a lock because when we got in it, I heard them lock it, and I'm really paranoid right at this point. So if I'm in the front seat, I'm finna keep this door unlocked. Every 5 seconds, I kept pressing the lock button because if we gotta roll out, we don't got no phones. The phones is in the car. Mine's under the seat. The man don't even know my phone under the seat. So I'm just unlocking. If we gotta roll and go again, we gonna do it again, and we gonna run back to the resort. But we seen a resort name, and it was like a release, but like we still so scared, like terrified. So we finally get to the resort. I think we stopped and talked to them for a minute, but we wasn't really trying to talk because we were trying to go back to our room and get our iPads. Thank God that we had our iPads, and immediately we just called our families. Was trying to talk to them, yada yada this, right? Cool. The police finally got there. Like I said, y'all, my phone fell. He didn't snatch my phone. So my phone is under his seat. He has no idea that my phone is under his seat. So he's driving, making pit stops. I'm screenshotting every time this nigga make a move. I have 18 screenshots in my phone of this nigga with his phones in the car. Police get there. I'm telling them the last stop. The last stop was a minute ago when they got there. I'm just showing them like, hey, like he's right here, he's right here, right here. They they gonna ask us, should we go with them? Like we need to go with them. We need to go with Columbia laws. We need to go with them and identify them. We need to identify the man that just tried to kidnap us, so we can know that it's him. We all looked at each other like, fuck no. I'm telling them like, there's no way I'm going back in a situation that we just got out of. Like we were so blessed to get out of this situation. I'm not putting myself in no danger. We all on the same page. None of us is doing the same thing. Like we is not going back in that car. The cop car wasn't even a cop car. Not the cop cars we used to. It looked like a SWAT car, like the people they like transferring the inmates. Like the backup, they pull it, and it's people like we wouldn't be able to have got back in. Like we wouldn't be able to have unlocked that door. I don't know what the fuck he thought was going on, but that shit was stupid as fuck. So they like, okay. Mind you, we're translating through somebody at the resort. It's a guy named Raphael. Raphael, I love you with all my heart. Thank you so much for being on our side. Thank you for trying to communicate. But at the same time, he was translating, and I'm not sure he was saying everything that we were saying. So it's like again, it's a language barrier. These we can barely communicate with these people to even get the help that we need. So what was I saying? They asked me for my iPad. The police officers asked me for my iPad to bring my iPad with them to go to the scene without us because we didn't agree to go to the scene with them. I'm like, no, I'm not giving y'all my iPad. This is the only way I'm able to communicate with my mama. The only way I'm gonna be able to communicate with my mama. No, like there's no way I'm giving y'all my iPad. I already got my phone stolen. Like I just almost got kidnapped. We all just like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not giving you my iPad. This nigga gonna ask me for my iCloud. My iCloud. So you want me to give you my iCloud so that when I do leave Columbia, you'll know exactly where I'm at right now. So you can come to Houston, come get me at my mama house? Absolutely fucking not. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna tell y'all the backstory too. I'm gonna get a little bit more into it because a lot happened after that. But I'm gonna give y'all the backstory too because y'all gonna be like, why the fuck did we even go? I don't know.
Okay, so can I play devil's advocate a little bit? And I get her reasoning as far as not wanting to give certain stuff up. Um, but at the same time, if they're trying to do an investigation and you guys aren't willing to go with, then it kind of puts them between a rock and a hard place. So, not even vouching for them or, trying to make excuses, but I wonder if they had bad intentions or if it was just one of those things where it's like we can't do much because you guys kind of aren't um willing to budge, if that makes sense. Again, not blaming them at all. I get every decision that they made. I get it a thousandfold. Like, to be honest, if I were to go out the country and someone attempted to kidnap me, I would want to be with these ladies. Like, this is the type of crew I would want to be with because I want people who are thinking on their feet, street smart. Like, okay, if I do this, then that could lead to that, and nope, can't do that, and nope. So it's like it's kind of I see it kind of from both sides. And again, those cops probably weren't intending on doing anything good with the information. Um, they knew one or two things: either they weren't going to give them the iPad, or they were going to get it and delete whatever information that was in there that could be used against the person. Because what we learned from the other story time is that they only came around with one driver who they knew it wasn't out of the three. So now you leave these other two unknown drivers in limbo. So to me, if I had to guess, I would assume that they were trying to take that information um to probably delete it and get rid of it so that there was no evidence or anything against the person that actually did this crime. But oh, it's too much.
So all that happened, and like I said, my phone is under the seat, so I'm keep tracking this man. Right? The police said they're gonna go They gonna go to the scene and we told them to call the resort because we couldn't get WhatsApp. We on iPads and for some reason none of us could download WhatsApp. None of us could update WhatsApp. So we wasn't gonna be able to be in contact with them. So how about y'all contact the resort and the resort call us from the room? Because we about to go in our room. We don't even want to be outside. I know there's security at the front and it's really hard to get in here. But like I said, cousin. I don't know who's on this. I don't really believe y'all on my side. So we gonna be the smartest that we can be. So the resort came to our door, which I don't know why they came to our door because we just almost got kidnapped. So obviously we don't want you at our door. We would have came back down, no problem. But they came to our door. They on FaceTime. We telling him the description of the car. Like I said, Janae had poured the interior. Lex had said on her side, she was sitting on the right side in the back seat, that it was kind of scratched up in the tent. We telling him that. I'm also telling him that my phone is under the seat. It's my phone is in there. These things gonna tell us they don't have probable cause and it's not part of the law. It's prohibited for them to open the door without permission. Now I know I'm from the US and I know we a little corrupt, but baby, that sounds like some bullshit to me, bitch. My phone is down there. My phone is literally, we put the satellite on. I'm telling y'all the street. I'm telling y'all exactly where this nigga at. The only reason we didn't
Right.
go is because we didn't know if it was a warehouse, a butcher shop, a chop
Yeah.
shop. We didn't know if the cartel was gonna be waiting on us. We not gonna get shot and
Facts.
be put in another predicament where we almost lose our life. So we didn't go.
Now she got a point there. She has a point there. And again, with them giving the information and knowing that their property is in the car, it's like no one's telling you to go for a damn ride, a joyride with the driver. We saying get our stuff out of their car. And like she said, man, the US might be corrupt, but baby, this don't even make sense. What? You can't go get my stolen property out of his car if you don't miss me with that bull. And like she said, again, you don't know who's connected to, related to, friends with who. And then there's always the other underlying factor that, like I said in the other video, they're going to stick together because they're the same people. They're Colombians. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to look out for each other before they look out for someone who's here on vacation, a tourist, a foreigner, however they want to coin it. So, yeah, it's crazy that they wouldn't even do that, which gives credence to the fact that they wanted that iPad for lascivious reasons. They didn't want it to help them out. They wanted to probably get rid of all because she was showing them like he stopped here, so she was clearly keeping track of his stops, and any of those stops could have easily, possibly been home or a loved one's home or etc. So with them having that information, they wanted to take that from her. And I think that's why they were asking for the iPad and her iCloud and all of that to probably get whatever they could get out of it. But that's not gonna work. Them girls said, try again. Try your mama, try Jesus, don't try me.
So looking back at it, I wish we would have went, but at the same time, I'm glad where we were at. Like I'm like being home. Like fuck the phones. We replaced the phones. I have a new phone. I don't even care. So they went back to they talking. They said three yellow taxis. Why they going? We told them the description of the man. We told him he was darker than me. He was darker than me. He had a little hair, but not too much hair, and he was young, and he had a goatee. We told them the description before they even went. Why the fuck they gonna FaceTime us and show us the man, this old ass man? I really believe it could have been his dad, the granddad, because he made so many stops to where like he probably had somebody else driving the car on the way home. It wasn't him dropping it off. Like we don't even know if this is really where the man stayed, but they showed us this old ass Colombian, barely got any hair, no chin hair whatsoever, no
Complete
beard, no
opposite
nothing. We
of
just
what
looking
they
like,
said.
so this the end? Like y'all done trying to help us? Like I really believe the police officers were more like y'all over here asking for phones, but we really wanted to find him. We wanted him to. I want this nigga to be under the jail cell. I want this. I want the devil personally to come get this nigga and drag him down below him. I believe he deserves the worst of the worst of the worst. Okay, so we just wanted him never to be able to do that again. If we the way this happened, it felt like a movie. So we thought we was gonna get the happy ending and where everything got solved before we left, and we could just go home and think we would never have to like think or talk about it again. But now we have to spread this awareness because this is so real. You don't think it's gonna happen until it happens. So they basically like gave us false hope, telling us we gonna find the phone, whatever the case may be. We end up going down to the resort later on because we had to pack our bags because we ready to go. We about to go. Why everybody at the resort know who we are? Because we the only young black group with curly hair, red hair. We almost got kidnapped, and the whole resort knows about it. We trying to talk to the people about getting a refund because what the fuck, we're not staying here no more. We're about to leave. Like the car is coming to get us. We ordered a car through a private company. Our travel agent did it for us. So we real paranoid, y'all. Like we not playing no games no more. Why we get to the airport, our phones are 4 miles away. This nigga is back at the same location that he picked us up when we went to Casablanca. Plaquet, whatever. Y'all, I don't even care about the names and what happened no more because I'm gone. I'm back in my city. I'm not even gonna say what city I'm in because I don't want y'all to come get me. I don't want them, y'all. Crazy. Now I'm gonna tell y'all everything we should have did because it was so many signs, so many signs. Okay, so this is basically gonna be a video of all like the backstory, like why, like all the signs that we had, and we should have just never even fucking went. So first red flag, we get there, we check in, everything cool. We ate because we had a very early flight. We had a 6 a.m. flight. We were supposed to be in Cartagena by 1 o'clock. We missed our first flight. We're eating. Go to the flight because we so used to flying Southwest that board at 15 minutes before. We not used to flying Delta and having to board 40 minutes to go. So we literally sit down. We thinking that this is the flight that we going with because when we sat down, there were people there saying they were going to Atlanta. So we thinking we on that flight. Lex look at the phone and say like, no, they just departed. They say they leaving. We're watching our flight leave. So then we talk to the service people and tell them like, hey, when the next flight? We're going to Cartagena. She's telling us it's going to be super hard for us to get there. So we like, bro, like what? So we go on the next Atlanta flight. That flight got delayed. So then we ended up having difficulty going to Bottega, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even need to know the names because I'm never going back. Biggest language barrier. Biggest language barrier. So then we missed that flight. We were supposed to leave Bodega at like 4:40, like 4:47, but we didn't leave. So then we ended up being on the next flight. Even on that last flight from Bodega to Cartagena, because we're still in Colombia, even though we're in different cities, but it's still Colombia. The wheels was making the weirdest noise, y'all, the scariest noise, and y'all know what's going on in this world. So it was just like, please
Didn't
let
I
us
tell
get there. Please
y'all?
let us
I
get
didn't even
there.
see this part.
We get there. We didn't even have our driver waiting on us because, like I said, we were supposed to get there at 1 p.m. We got here at 10:30. We got off
Damn.
the flight at 10:30. Let's not even, y'all. Janae's luggage is in Atlanta. Janae's luggage is in Atlanta. They left one of her luggages in Atlanta. So we
Mm.
had to talk to the people at the airport about the luggage. So that took a minute. Then we realized our driver's not outside. So we took a taxi. That's why we had no issue taking a taxi from Casablanca because we had took a taxi just to get to the resort.
Most people don't have issues taking taxis anyways, because technically, a taxi is supposed to be safer. It's usually someone who's licensed, it's usually someone who's registered. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some type of history. So most people don't find an issue with taking a taxi. This is the first time I've heard where people like be cautious of the taxi cabs. Like that's not usually a thing.
We get to the resort. The food is nasty. That was another sign. Then Tuesday, that's the next day because we got there at 10:30. Next day, we got fucking kidnapped because we actually were in his possession. We were in his possession for 23 minutes, and we were fighting him for 10. Oh, it was just so many things, so many signs. When we was at Casablanca, we was talking about a situation where if I was talking about a situation like if anything happens to y'all, I'm going to always defend y'all, right or wrong. If I'm not playing by my friends, it was so much foreshadowing because I did not know 30 minutes later I would really be having to fight my friends. I did not know in my head like I'm asleep and I'm gonna wake up fighting my friends. We would talk about how like it was crazy. It was so many signs. And it was like even when they was texting, because I know y'all saw they stories. They was texting while I was asleep. Why did we not stop? You know, it's so many shoulda, coulda, wouldas, but it's at the same time like we out of it and we back home. And when I tell y'all, it's the craziest thing to be back home 24 hours after that. We was getting picked up from the airport at 1 a.m. That next day, this morning. So all I can really tell y'all, I'm not trying to convince y'all not to go to Colombia. I'm not trying to convince y'all not to travel. All I'm saying is book the right travel agent. Make sure you're safe. Get a gun license if you're in the U.S. If you're traveling in the U.S., get a gun license. Make sure you have a travel make sure you have a travel agent, the proper travel agent that's doing everything correctly. Make sure you have a private driver that knows the city, that knows the areas, knows the people. Just be safe and pray to God, because you really don't know. You don't think it's gonna be you until it's you. I promise. I've been on so many vacations, like DR, Jamaica. We went to Mexico just this January. I've been to Mexico twice. Like, my passport has multiple stamps on it. So for this to happen to us on this last trip that we have been so excited for, that we deserve to go on, it's insane. It's insane being in the house that I'm in with my mom, like, and being able to tell this story, because we did not think this would be us. We did not know where we was gonna be when that was happening. We did not think we would be able to do this. We didn't even have phones 24 hours ago. So I just say, stay close to God. Even whatever religion you have, stay close to God. Be safe. Pray for us. Heavy on the please pray for us. Pray for our mental health. Pray for our sanity. Like, it's gonna be very hard for us to heal. But I just want to say, I appreciate the people I was with. I'm so glad they reacted the way they did. I'm so glad it was really just either three or none. You feel me? What I'm saying? It was never like fighting for your life. We're fighting for our life. So I just appreciate the people I love. This is gonna be the craziest trauma bond. We are stuck for life. I love you bitches to the death of me. Y'all got me for life, for real. So just spread the word. Spread the word, please. Spread the word. So this is basically gonna be a video of all.
This was crazy. Again, no one expects to go out of town on vacation and enjoy themselves and get kidnapped or attempted to get kidnapped. Um, you literally have to be careful of your surroundings at all time. Keep your head on a swivel, because you just never know people's intentions. And like she said, this is something they're going to have to live with. Like, that PTSD is real. Like, I couldn't even imagine traveling after a situation like this. Like, it would turn me off from wanting to go anywhere else. But this is truly insane. Like she said, keep them in y'all prayer. Because this is something they're gonna have to deal with and mentally cope with. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad to hear this story. And they're young. I mean, whether you young, old, whatever, it's still traumatizing. They seen hindsight, all the signs, but that doesn't help in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, hindsight's always 2020, and then you start piecing stuff together like, oh, remember that time when X, Y, and Z happened? Then you start piecing stuff together like, yeah, we should have never went. But while you're going, you're fighting for that trip. So them missing the flight, them just going through all the obstacles that they had to go through to get there, most people would fight, because it's just like, I planned for this vacation, I got the time off, I paid for it, whoop-de-woo. I'm not giving it up. No, and no. But now it's just like they was so traumatized that they booked the next thing smoking back home, because they didn't want to deal with it. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable being there after that either. This is crazy. So this is, again, the other perspective. This is the other friend. I'm not sure if the third lady did a story time, but this is what she had to say. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all of this in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Listen, I like chocolate girl, all shades, different flavors. She a diamond and a pearl. She a goddess with a mentor, yeah. Cinnamon swirl. She relate to what I've been through, yeah. Queen of my world.